Tom Selleck has spent many years as one of Hollywood's most loved stars, making millions along the way. Over time, he built a strong fortune. Back during Magnum P.I., he was earning about $500,000 for each episode, which would be around $1.2 million today. Later, on Blue Bloods, he made about $200,000 per episode. Altogether, his net worth is estimated to be around $45 million. But his money didn't just come from acting. He also made smart choices with real estate and earned from reruns of his famous shows. Still, behind all that success are some very personal decisions, choices that even surprised his family, and one of those decisions ended up leaving them deeply emotional. Tom's life story is the kind that pulls you in. Most people remember him as the cool private investigator with the famous mustache in Magnum P.I., or as the calm and powerful police commissioner in Blue Bloods. But off-screen, his life has been just as interesting. It's full of hard work, big risks, and careful decisions that helped him build both his career and his wealth. At the beginning, Tom didn't just sit around dreaming of becoming an actor. He actually worked hard to learn. He took acting classes and trained under a well-known coach, Milton Katselas. But acting wasn't the only thing shaping him. He also spent 6 years in the California Army National Guard from 1967 to 1973. That experience gave him discipline and loyalty, which later helped him in his career. When he first entered the entertainment world, it wasn't glamorous at all. He did a lot of commercials, Pepsi, Right Guard, Salem cigarettes, anything he could get. He also appeared in small roles on TV shows like The Rockford Files. But success didn't come quickly. He faced many rejections, and several TV pilots he worked on didn't even continue past the first episode. Still, Tom didn't give up. He kept pushing forward. Then everything changed in 1980. That's when he became Thomas Magnum. Picture him in a Hawaiian shirt driving a Ferrari, solving cases with his laid-back charm. Magnum P.I. became a huge hit and ran for 8 seasons. People loved watching him. Critics loved him too. He even won an Emmy Award in 1984. At the peak of the show, he was earning $500,000 per episode, which built the foundation of his wealth. But what really stood out about Tom wasn't just the money, it was his character. During the final season of Magnum P.I., he asked the studio to give $1,000 bonuses to the crew as a thank you. When the studio refused, Tom used his own bonus money to pay them himself. He personally wrote the checks. That says a lot about the kind of person he is. After Magnum P.I., many people thought he might slow down, but he didn't. He took on different roles to show his range. He starred in 3 Men and a Baby, proving he could do comedy too. Then he appeared on Friends as Dr. Richard Burke, the charming older man who dated Monica. Fans loved him there as well, and he even got another Emmy nomination. In 2010, he took on a major role in Blue Bloods, playing Frank Reagan, the head of a family of police officers in New York. The show became very popular and lasted 14 seasons. Interestingly, his pay was lower than during his Magnum P.I. days, around $200,000 per episode. But he never complained. In fact, during the final season, he and the rest of the cast took a 25% pay cut to keep the show going for fans. That brought his pay down to $150,000 per episode, showing again that he cared more about the work than just money. When it comes to handling his wealth, Tom has been smart. Acting is just one part of it. He's made good investments and earned a lot from syndication. Shows like Magnum P.I. and Blue Bloods are still shown again and again, and every time they air, he earns money. He's also stayed active in commercials, from Pepsi in his early days to reverse mortgage ads later on. Even with a $45 million net worth, Tom isn't someone who just sits back and relaxes. He's known for giving back, whether that's helping crew members, supporting charities, or taking pay cuts for the sake of a show. His life isn't just about money, it's about values. One big part of his life is his 65-acre ranch in Ventura, California. It's located in Hidden Valley near Thousand Oaks. This isn't just a fancy property, it has history. Before Tom bought it in 1988, it belonged to Dean Martin. The ranch used to be a working avocado farm, and Tom loved getting his hands dirty there. But when droughts hit, the avocado trees didn't survive. Now the land has over 1,500 native trees and serves as a peaceful retreat. For Tom, The ranch represents balance. He once said he enjoys watching things grow, which shows how grounded he is. At one point, he even stepped away from Magnum PI at the height of his fame, not because he didn't like it, but because he wanted a quieter life with his family. And he chose peace over pressure. Later, when he returned to acting, he did it on his own terms. He didn't just act, he produced and directed too. He worked on projects like Monty Walsh and all 9 Jesse Stone movies, where he played a deep and complex character. He also became the face of the American Advisors Group, promoting reverse mortgages. Some people found it surprising, but for Tom, it was about trust. He only supports things he believes in. Of course, not everything has been perfect. In 2015, he got into trouble during California's drought. A water district accused him of using over 1 million liters of water for his ranch. The issue made headlines, and he settled the case for $22,000. It was a rare problem in his otherwise steady life. Tom has also made smart moves in real estate. He owned a property in Honolulu, Hawaii, which was listed for $4.4 million in 2020. Combined with his California ranch, it shows he knows how to turn his earnings into long-term value. Family has always been his top priority. He's been married to Jillie Mack for over 30 years. Their daughter Hannah grew up on the ranch and became a professional equestrian. His son Kevin from his first marriage is also part of the close family. Tom clearly values his life away from Hollywood just as much as his career. Still, life hasn't been without challenges. Even with $45 million, maintaining a 65-acre ranch is expensive. As Blue Bloods ended, the steady income that helped support the ranch also stopped. Tom has even joked that while he's financially secure, keeping such a large property isn't easy. As he gets older, the idea of possibly letting go of the ranch is difficult. It's not just land, it's full of memories. His wife and daughter are deeply connected to it too. But the costs and responsibilities are real, and they weigh on him. Even so, Tom isn't ready to quit. He doesn't want to retire or slow down completely. He's talked about wanting to return to Western roles, maybe even working with Taylor Sheridan. He's also interested in revisiting the character Jesse Stone, which fans still love. Looking back, it's amazing how far he's come. He was born in Detroit in 1945 and moved to California as a child. He went to the University of Southern California on a basketball scholarship, planning a business career. Acting only came into his life later, but once it did, he gave it everything. From small commercials to becoming a TV legend, from earning millions to building a peaceful life on a ranch, Tom Selleck's journey has been full of effort, smart choices, and staying true to what matters most. What matters most